Rajasaurus, the king lizard from ancient India's mysterious land. Have you ever imagined that amidst the red dusty lands, winding rivers, and dense forests of ancient India, there once roamed a terrifying giant creature, both a ruthless predator and a symbol of raw power? That was Rajasaurus narmadensis, a massive carnivorous dinosaur dubbed the king lizard of the Indian subcontinent, which lived over 65 million years ago during the final chapter of the Cretaceous period. Living in the final days of the dinosaur empire, Rajasaurus emerged during one of the most chaotic periods in Earth's history, the Late Cretaceous, just a few million years before a massive asteroid struck the planet, causing a mass extinction. The world back then was vastly different from today. India was not yet connected to Asia. It was a separate landmass, drifting across a vast ocean like a giant island. On this isolated subcontinent, a unique ecosystem evolved. And at the very top of the food chain stood Rajasaurus, a dominant predator of the wild, a beast whose heavy footsteps echoed through the ancient jungle, forcing every creature nearby to stay alert or perish. A predator with a strange, regal appearance. Measuring about 9 meters, 30 feet long, standing up to 3 meters tall, and weighing nearly 3 tons, Rajasaurus wasn't the largest carnivorous dinosaur, but it was certainly one of the most distinctive and mysterious. Its head was short and broad, triangular in shape, reinforced by thick bones. Most striking of all was a large horn rising from the center of its forehead, a feature few meat-eating dinosaurs possessed. This horn may have been used to ram rivals or assert dominance during mating rituals, or simply to display its strength, like a crown upon the head of a king. Its teeth were sharp as blades, arranged to bite deep and rip through flesh. With a strong neck and powerful hind limbs, Rajasaurus could lunge at prey with surprising speed, especially deadly in ambush situations. An ancient habitat, the untamed land of raw life. Rajasaurus roamed the Narmada Valley, in what is now western India. Back then, the region was a floodplain filled with rivers, jungles, and swamps, under a hot, humid climate. Large rivers crisscrossed the land, creating fertile zones teeming with herbivorous dinosaurs like titanosaurs that traveled in herds. It was a perfect hunting ground for a predator like Rajasaurus. Instead of chasing down prey over long distances, it would hide in the jungle, waiting patiently for its target to come close. Then, with one sudden leap and a deadly bite, it would end the life of a juvenile or weakened dinosaur in an instant. Tash, predator or protector, Rajasaurus was never gentle. In the dense forests of ancient India, where every sound could signal danger, Rajasaurus was a ghost of silent death. It could wait for hours or even days, watching herds from afar and strike when least expected. But Rajasaurus wasn't just a hunter. It was a territorial ruler, ready to battle rivals to defend its hunting grounds or claim a mate. Horn clashes, roaring duels, and bloody wounds across thick skin. These were the brutal encounters of kings fighting for dominance. Ash, a strange lineage. The clues left by Gondwana Rajasaurus wasn't alone in its evolutionary story. It belonged to the Abelisauridae family, a group of carnivorous dinosaurs that only lived on the southern supercontinent Gondwana, which included South America, Madagascar, Africa, and India. Its relatives, such as Majungasaurus from Madagascar and Carnotaurus from South America, shared similar traits: short skulls, tiny arms, and in many cases, facial horns. The eerie similarities between these species prove a stunning fact. Before the continents split apart, they were once joined as one landmass. Rajasaurus stands as a final puzzle piece in the grand story of Earth's drifting continents, a living witness to a world constantly reshaping itself. Extinction. When the kingdom fell in an instant, no matter how powerful it was, Rajasaurus couldn't escape a global catastrophe. About 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid struck Earth, unleashing an explosion billions of times more powerful than any nuclear bomb. The skies darkened with dust, plants withered, and the food chain collapsed. Rajasaurus, along with thousands of other dinosaur species, vanished forever. Resurrected from fossils? When modern humans found the forgotten king, it wasn't until 2003 that scientists officially announced the discovery of Rajasaurus fossils in the Narmada Valley. A partial skull, spine, pelvis, and limb bones were enough to reconstruct the magnificent form of this ancient beast. Today, the skeleton of Rajasaurus is a symbol of Indian paleontology, not just a dinosaur, but a living emblem of strength, mystery, and the prehistoric legacy of the Indian subcontinent. Rajasaurus was not just a king among ancient forests. It is a bridge between the past and the present, telling a tale of life, dominance, and collapse, of a world that vanished forever, yet still echoes through stone and bone.